We all know that stress is a silent killer, but what's really involved with that? Keep watching to find out how. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Miss Keita Wita, and over here we're gonna focus on everything that's gonna help you improve the quality of your life. So before I get started, if you want to be my friend, then you gotta subscribe and click the notification bell so you'll be notified when I post. Okay, now that that's out of the way, I'm reading this book called The Cortisol Connection, and I think it's an amazing book. Here it is right here. It is linked in my the description box so that you could check it out if you want to read it. It is a great read so far. But whenever I'm reading books, I like to overlay that with looking at some anatomy and physiology on YouTube, or reading from one of my anatomy and physiology books. So I think it was important, considering we're talking about like stress and cortisol and stuff like that. I felt like it was important to let you guys know about the systems that are in place, and they're pretty much called the autonomic nervous systems. And there's like two areas of that. So there's the first and foremost, the sympathetic nervous system. Okay, say that with me: sympathetic nervous system. Okay, and this is that either you finna catch a fade or you running from a fade. It's really your fight or flight senses. So when your eyes are looking around and you feel threatened, you feel the stress, and you have to react to that. And what people don't realize is also it could be physical or physiologically, or it could be mental. So you could be replaying trauma in your head and it sends a stress response. The brain doesn't know if it's real or not. It just knows what it needs to do. And I think that is crucial. So what's going to happen when your body senses it needs to do something? It's going to divert blood. It's going to divert blood from your skin, your digestive organs, to your muscles, into your brain. Because why, honey? Like I said, you either about to get that fade up, you about to give somebody a fade, or you about to run from a fade. Whatever it is, whatever you're thinking about, whatever is causing you the stress, your body has to prepare you for that. So you're going to get increased heart rate. It's going to inhibit digestion because ain't no time to eat. Ain't no time to eat during stress, friend. Okay, it's going to increase sweating. But the problem is, and this is what I'm learning in this book, is that when you stay in this state for too long, this is where the problem occurs. When you stay in this state too long, this is where the heart issues come into play. This is where immune health starts to fail. This is where adrenal fatigue, the brain fog, the chronic fatigue, because you're constantly putting your body in a state of stress. Like, you can't get away from your boss, right? You got to see them every day from 8 to 5. You can't get away from that coworker that you really want to cuss out, but we ain't going to do that because we're God's children, correct? There's no cussing out. So we praying. So there are certain things that we can't escape, like the drama in the household. Your mother-in-law done moved in. Your mama got to move in. You got to take care of your mom. You got to take care of your dad, your cousins, your kids. It's stressing you out. And there are some things that you can't get away from. So when you're constantly dealing with stress, that's when it starts to wear and tear on your friend. And that's when you have to make decisions. Now, here we are. We have the other side of that. So once, or in some cases, once the stress is gone, like, the body's job is to maintain homeostasis, to maintain a balance. So then there's that fight or flight, and then there's this rest and digest system that kicks in once the body recognizes, oh, the threat is gone, right? The threat is gone. Now this system kicks in now so that the blood is going to my vital organs, so that I can eat now, so that I could strengthen my immune system, so that I could rest, so that I could get to sleep, right? So that I can be balanced and calm back down. So you think about that zebra that's running away from that lion. Is really quick. They got the weakest link. They made it through. So now they're like, oh, I made it. Now I'm hungry. Where that grass at? So yeah, so that's the system that kicks in after that threat, after that stressful event. And the issues arise here. So if you're noticing that you don't sleep well, because that's the parasympathetic nervous system, is going to make it to where you can get a good night rest. So if you can't sleep, if you're having issues with your eyes, if you're having issues with your digestion with actually swallowing, right? Because like I said, when you're in a stressful situation, it inhibits digestion. So those saliva glands, if you're dealing with dry mouth and you're having a hard time swallowing, so you're dealing with the digestive issues, if an increased heart rate, right? So when you're supposed to be relaxed and you're experiencing these things, that lets you know that something is off with this system, right? Or maybe you're still chronically stressed and you don't even realize it. You don't even realize it. Now, those are the two systems that are involved. And as you can see, is that the longer you sit in a stressed state, the less your body is able to cope. Your body get tired, friend. And that leads me to, I guess, the message. So whatever it is that's wearing and tearing on you, you got to fix it, friend. It ain't worth it. It's either that or you. It's them or you. And you can't give from an empty cup. If you worn out and tired and through, whatever it is, you got to make a decision for yourself. And I know sometimes there are decisions that need to be made that when you look at it like a socially or what society would say, oh, that's the right thing to do. And you don't feel like that's the right thing to do. And you're stuck in between making that decision and you stressing yourself out. It's okay to say no. It is okay to put yourself first. It is okay to say, I'm done. And I think sometimes we get so caught up in either trying to change a person or accept a person, or we don't know if we should leave this person. I'm stressed out. My household is turned upside down. I want this man to leave. He won't leave. This woman to leave. She won't leave. I'm stressed out. I don't know what to do. It's okay. Pick yourself up and go, because it's either them, it's either that, or it's you. And sometimes you have to choose yourself. It may sound selfish to other people, but the option is there for you to choose yourself. Okay? The option is there. It's not worth it to be stressed out and causing health issues. It's not worth it. Them grown behind kids in your house that ain't worth a good goddamn, that ain't contributed to nothing, that's stressing you out, let it go. Or the ones that left your house and ain't take a darn thing of what you taught them and they cause havoc, they need to learn. Okay? It's time for them to, like the birds, some of the parents, the bird moms push them out the nest, learn how to fly. Okay? You got to let it go. Again, it's either them or that or you. Choose yourself. Hey, hey, hey. Ooh, now that'll preach on any Sunday, won't it? But if you were blessed by the word and you learned something about the body that can improve your quality of life, you got a message from your girl. Okay? I ain't no pastor, but I just preached y'all under the benches. Okay? But if you were blessed by the word and you learned something, go ahead. Like I said, let's be friends, honey. Your friend. Let's be friends. Click the subscribe button and stay tuned for next week. I'm finally going to post my the interview that I had with someone. We're talking about mental therapy after a breast cancer diagnosis. So that'll be my next video. So y'all stay tuned for that. Until next time, love you, smooches. Bye.